I know a lot of you guys are going to comment and say, well, what about tattoos on a woman? Or her sleeping with a lot of guys, right? Or her taking a lot of selfies to seek attention. Well, those are all red flags, but that's a byproduct of the biggest red flag that I'm about to tell you about in this video. And it's vital that you ask these women the tough questions. Because when we see a woman and we hanging out with her, and we like her, we just really bypass the bad stuff, right? We enjoy her company. But this red flag, if you ignore it, it's going to cause a lot of stress in your life, a lot of drama. If you really look back at the women you've dealt with and you ask them, so how close are you with your biological father? How often do you see him, right? Ask her, so, how often do you guys talk and communicate? Oftentimes, the women that you've been with in the past, when those relationships or situations didn't work out, there's a high chance that she did not have her biological father in her life. A biological father in a daughter's life, in a female's life, plays a vital role in her self-development because it causes her to get that attention, right, that she really needs. This is why you see a lot of women taking selfies and all that, and because they are seeking that daddy attention. A lot of women are growing up and say, my baby don't need a father, my child don't need a father, and these women are suffering. And you can see it all over social media. A father is vitally important in a woman's life. Because if she does not have this, what's going to happen is when she gets to you, she's going to have that programming from her mother, who, for whatever reason, got rid of her father or the father wasn't there. The programming is going to go, you know what? My mother didn't grow up with my dad. So guess what? I don't need a man. And this is where you get this whole independent diva mindset from these women, because they're growing up without a father and they're growing up, I don't need a man, because that's what they were fed for so long, right? So this is why they can't really stick with a quality man, or they don't know how to get one or attract one. And the only way they can attract one is by showing their bodies and doing all these different things. And it's really hurting them long term. See, when a father is present in a daughter's life, he's going to give her the blueprint on how to act, right? On what to expect from a man, right? On how to dress, on how to conduct herself, right? Around a man. She's going to want to be submissive. If majority of these women have not seen the mother interact with her biological father or a male in a positive manner, right? The father wasn't there for whatever reason, and then their mothers, they entertain a lot of different guys through her adolescent years, right? And her growing up. So all she saw was dudes coming in and out of her mom's house. So she figured, okay, I love my mother. She's not going to criticize her mother. And she's going to emulate and copy what her mother did, right? A lot of women just finally find out about their father and how he was ran off, right? And they become angry with their mom, because women need that fatherly, that masculine presence. When a man is in the household with a woman, right, with a daughter growing up, she gets to see and visualize how a man should be treating her. And this is why you see a lot of women go for these bad boys and these loser guys, because they're lost. They don't understand, what do I have to do, or what do I expect from another man, and how do I conduct myself in a feminine manner. So what they're doing is lashing out at every single man. Every relationship they get into, they're angry, they're frustrated, because they're lost. Because they were missing that one piece, that father that was going to raise her, that was going to be in her life. And if you guys say, oh, what about a stepfather? No. A father that she was in contact with physically, right, face to face on a weekly basis, growing up from birth all the way till you met her. If she does not have a biological father growing up, it's going to do a lot of damage to her and to your life. This is the biggest red flag. This is the byproduct of her lashing out, of her being angry, of her saying, I don't need a man, of her saying all these different things and exuding all this hyper masculinity because she is missing a father in her life. Ask all the women that you've dealt with. Just look back. Matter of fact, ask the women that you deal with right now. Say, hey, how close are you with your dad? You know, do you guys talk often? Do you guys see each other? How's your relationship? How do you view him? And if she says negative things about him, or, you know, she's not in contact with him, or she doesn't know where he is, you can bet that she's going to have a lot of mental issues, a lot of damage, right? She's gonna, keep your children away from you due to the fact that she's like, my father wasn't there and I was raised right. I was raised well. So when you get her pregnant, what do you think she's gonna do to you? She's gonna take those kids away from you and raise them just like her mother raised her.